Hey guys, it's me Narelle here and welcome back to a new video. I'm doing another versus video because this one has been on my mind for a while and I didn't want to do it because I'm just like, each is their own in this category, but I'm like, you know what guys, I'm just gonna do this video and it's gonna be the Winsor and Newton watercolors versus the Sakura Koi watercolors. Like, these watercolors I think have been battling it out since art became a thing on YouTube. Like, everybody compares these two and kind of contrasts these two heavily, but yes. So I'm gonna do it because I'm like, you know what, I actually like both of these watercolors, but one of them works more for me and the other one doesn't, and I really don't want to say which one, even though you guys know I'm ever so guilty to know what I like better, but I want to give you guys an honest, real versus to why I like one more than the others. The Winsor Newton palette is like this, and if you open it up, it looks like this. This actually was cleaned out recently, so it didn't look like this. I cleaned it. But yes, and with the Winsor Newton palette, you could actually take these out and replace your colors, but I glued them down because I got annoyed with it super fast. Every time I opened this thing, they all fell out. And this is how the Koi palette looks. Mine is a little bit more dirty because I used this one a lot more. Well, I cleaned it a little bit. Wow, I forgot I did, but yeah, this is what the Kois look like. And yes, so let's get started with the video. Alrighty guys, so now we're in one of the speed paint portions of this video. This is actually going to be the Winsor and Newton side, and my guinea pig that I chose to use for the Winsor and Newton side of this video is Nobunaga Oda from the anime Nobunaga the Fool. I freaking love this show. I don't really share that I love it that much, but it's amazing. I highly recommend it, and I had to use Daddy Nobunaga because he's gorgeous, darling. So anyways, getting into my positives about the Winsor and Newton palette, I honestly really love how this paint lays. You really cannot see any brush strokes at all when you're using these paints, which is amazing. They're pigmented, I love them, and they're very easy to work with. That's pretty much all I can say about this palette that I really love, because they're honestly really good paints. And I think they only cost, the set I have costs I think about $16. I can quote myself and thing on the screen, but I think it was $16 when I got it. So it's fairly cheap and it's really compactable. You can take this anywhere and use it on the go. So I love it, really do. The things I don't like about this palette is the fact that the little wells kept popping out, like I said in the beginning, so I had to glue them inside the palette itself, so that was a unnecessary stress for me. Another thing that I just don't like about the palette, and it's the main reason why I don't use it as much, is that the colors are muted. They're muted, they're not vibrant, they're not there for me. And I feel like with this palette, it's really good for beginner artists. It's not good for artists that kind of know what they want to look for in their art. And I don't know, that's just kind of how I feel. And plus, you would have to do a lot of blending your colors to get the colors that you want, because you can see in the palette, it doesn't have a black. So I had to generally mix together a blue and a brown to get that nice black that's Nobunaga's hair, and it kind of gives off a green tone. I don't know why it has a green hue, but I primarily just don't like that. But other than that, they're really good paints. They're nice for the price, and honestly, you can't really knock them. So yes, that's pretty much it for the Winsor Newton paints. Now we're in the Sakura Koi side, which I did use another person from Nobunaga the Fool, and he is Julius Caesar. He is such an angelic person, and I'm just like, I have to use him. So with the Kois, I really love that the Kois give you a bigger mixing space, even though I don't mix colors from this set, because you generally have every color that you need. You have the black, you have everything else, you're Gucci on that. Another thing I like about the kois is that they're vibrant. They're there. They're giving you life. They're just like, yes, we're standing out, honey. So I love that, and they just give you places to dry your brushes, all that good stuff. And I'm like, I love it. Oof, I love it. And plus, the price isn't really all that bad. I think I paid $18 for this huge set. Again, I will quote myself on the screen if I am wrong. But yes, and another thing I like about the kois, they're really nice to work with, and they're not really so hard to use in a sense. The dislikes I have about the kois is that the palette size is big, so it's not travelable. You would have to keep it at your house, or if you carry around big purses, it's easier for you to take them with you that way. The kois do kind of take a little bit of effort to get the color going, so if you don't like that, these aren't the paints for you. And the kois do leave brush strokes, but I kind of like that for my style, so it doesn't really, it's not really a negative for me. But other than that, I really love them, and they're just really cute paints, and I love them. So yeah, so that's pretty much my plus and negatives about these paints. So now with the reveal. Alrighty guys, now it's time for the reveal of this side, so you can see this picture in full context. So 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my god! I don't know why I'm so shook at this, because I thought it would look kind of the same. Not the paints, but you know, I thought it wouldn't look all that different. But oh my gosh, it is kind of different and I'm kind of scared. But yeah, guys, sound off below. Which side would you choose? The Nobunaga, which is the Winsor Newton, or the Koi, which is the Julius Caesar? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I recorded that part, but I did add some sparkly glitter on this side of his mask, so I don't know if I showed that, but oh my gosh, okay, work guys, work. If I had to pick which paint I would go for, I still would pick the kois at the end of the day. And I'm not being biased, guys. I really wanted to show and use this video as a platform to show I really love both paints, but the kois work a lot more for what I'm doing as an artist than the Winsor and Newtons. If I had to break it down this way to Nirel knowledge, Winsor and Newton is for the organic people out there, but the kois is for us fake people out there. I don't know. It's just, that's kind of how I feel after seeing both of these. I feel like the Winsor and Newton paints cater more towards like realism, whereas the Sakura kois is kind of good for us manga artists out there, or as people say, anime. Thank you for watching this video. Give this a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down in the comment box below saying whether you like the kois or whether you like the Winsor Newton. But please don't be ruthless in the comments to be like, you shouldn't use this, I just don't like it, don't use it. No, we ain't having that. Be a true artist and just say why it doesn't work for you and why it does work for you. Because I kind of wish these art supply versus videos had a more of a positive outlook, because it just kind of seems like people are bashing the supply and why it's horrible rather than lifting it up and kind of letting people see it does have its good qualities, but it just doesn't work for them. I think this probably will be the last versus video I'm going to do on my channel, because I'm not really interested in these type of videos, but I just really wanted to do the color pencil one and this one just to show that I love all supplies equally. It's just that sometimes you just cater more towards one than the other, and I'm not sure about you guys. I love this picture. I don't know why, but I live for it. I live for it. Oh my gosh, I live. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.